All right. First of all, I am not going to talk about the elephant in the room. And we all know what that is right now. Okay? This is April 2020. Hey, if you're seeing this years from now, this is a historical time. But hey, I'm not talking about the elephant in the room. This, hey, how you doing? Cheers. Oh, oh gosh, another bad hair day. Looking rather rough, but that's okay. This is a vinyl community related video about guitars. There's been a thread going around. I'm a little late to it, but something along the lines of pick 10 of the best or favorite guitarists. And that's a hard thing for me to do. But I've got a few things here I want to go over with you. First of all, for all of you guitar people out there, I want to show you one of my babies here. This is a nice piece. This is a 1966 Martin GT75 electric. And I've had this guitar for almost 50 years. It's been rode hard and put up wet. This is not one of those that's been, that's been put in a case and left under the bed or in the closet. This one, she's got battle scars, okay? But through all of this, she can sing like an angel. I won't go there. And she can growl like a devil. Well, as I said, she can growl like a devil. Anyway, now about those best guitarists. I've got some records here. First of all, I think it was the thread going was 10. I didn't really count. I think it was about 10 or maybe more or less. But the first batch here are guitarists that I've seen live that have really affected me. And first one is Eddie Van Halen. I've got a couple of nice Van Halen albums here. Now I've seen Van Halen both in the original David Lee Roth and also in the Sammy Hagar editions. Both are fantastic. Eddie, to me, is the best guitarist, period. Okay? I mean, you can debate about it if you want. I don't care. I've seen him live. He blew me away more than any other guitar player I've ever seen live. That. All right. Next, another guitarist that means a lot to me that I've seen live. Bill Nelson from Bebop Deluxe. Bill Nelson, I saw him during this tour, by the way, that this album was recorded on. An incredible guitar player. I mean, multitasking. He came out there and he would be singing lead, he'd be playing chords, he would be manipulating his pedals, and doing choreography all at one time. This guy was just an amazing guitar player. Fantastic. There's another one that I've seen live that's incredible. Phil Keaggy. This is an old Glass Harp album. I actually saw Glass Harp in concert, and as good as these albums are, I mean, the live concert was incredible. I mean, Phil came out there with his beautiful Les Paul guitar and just like shredded the night away. There's a song on the first album. It's called Can You See Me? And on the album, it's about like a 3 or 4 minute song. Beautiful song, kind of gospel oriented. But when I saw them live, I mean, they went into like a 20+ minute extended jam on this that was more like a rock symphony. I mean, this was fantastic. All right, here's another one that I've seen live. Eric Clapton. I don't have a whole lot of Eric Clapton albums, but I got this live creep. Now, when I saw Clapton, this was during the late 70s, early 80s, sometime around there, and I'm thinking he was maybe in that little phase where he was coming down off of his addiction, his heroin addiction. And very laid back show to start off with. He started off with some kind of country rock stuff, you know, Lay Down Sally, and gradually went into some blues. But he, as good as he played, he was pretty much of an asshole from what we were seeing. He must have been having a bad night because he kept pulling members of the band off stage and just giving them the fingers, like, what are you doing? I mean, you could just see it. He was just giving them hell. But regardless of that, my gosh, Wonderful Tonight, that was a highlight. That and A Wider Shade of Pale. Gary Brooker from Procol Harum was playing keyboards and singing that night also. Did a version of Wider Shade of Pale. Clapton was just in the background with his head back and his eyes closed while the music was playing, and he was just playing these incredible feels. And the ballad of Wonderful Tonight, beautiful song, beautiful ballad, you know, 3 or 4 minutes long. But that night, at the end of the song, once again, his head went back, his eyes closed, and he went into this fantastic 5-minute or more guitar solo that was just one of the most incredible things that I've ever seen. I mean, I was like spellbound with goosebumps throughout that whole thing. You know? So, but those are the guitarists that I've seen live. Now here's some more favorite guitarists. Clarence White of the Byrds, phenomenal guitar player, an innovator of country rock. My gosh, which unfortunately died young from an unfortunate accident. He was hit by a car. Jeez. Lloyd Buchanan, a couple of my favorites here. Man, for the longest time, he was one of those people that was like the world's greatest unknown guitar player kind of thing, which, you know, I think a lot of people now know who he was. Very influential on a lot of modern blues players. A favorite. Richie Blackmore. 2 of my favorite Blackmore related albums: Rainbow, Long Live Rock and Roll with Ronnie James Dio, and of course In Rock by Deep Purple. That's the #1 Deep Purple album to me. Okay. All right. Now let me see, do it this way. Michael Schenker. This guy is incredible too. UFO, Lights Out. Michael Schenker just is, he's on fire, okay? And plus too, with his solo album, the Michael Schenker Group. I'm thinking this may be his very first solo album. But, oh my gosh. This guy is on fire. All right, and fine. Oh, geez. I should have been better prepared. Give me a second here. Hold on. All right. Where was I? All right. Harvey Mandel. Played with Canned Heat for a while. This is Future Blues. Great freaking album. The hit off of here was Let's Work Together. Come on, let's work together. Harvey Mandel. This is a great album here. Get Off in Chicago. Great kind of blues-oriented album. Some great guitar playing on there. This is a phenomenal album. Jazzy, progressive, funky, and he does that two-handed, eight-fingered tapping stuff, man. It's just incredible. He was one of the first people I'd ever heard doing that, and phenomenal guitar player. All right, we'll end up here. I'm going into 11 and a half minutes. It's not too bad. Steve Tibbetts. Steve Tibbetts. This is one talented individual. Most of these albums are, well, they're all instrumental. He has had some albums where he plays with a female Buddhist nun, which are great too. But this is his first two albums. These are OGs here on the Framus label, and this album is progressive, psychedelic, electronic instrumental. This is crazy good. If you like that kind of stuff, I suggest you try to find this, or even this. This is an album called Year, Y-R, Year, that I've got several of his albums. Northern Song, kind of an introspective acoustic album, and this album here, Exploded View. If you want some gut-wrenching, just incredible, out there guitar, man, this album will do it. All right, so there's my 10 or so favorite guitarists on vinyl. And I hope all of you all are doing good and staying safe, all that good stuff. Peace and love, and hope to see you soon. Bye.